Welcome. Good evening to all of my new traders and my fellow investors. Welcome to another stream. I will be your host and financial analyst for today's session. My name is Akash Malhotra, and I'm very happy to see you. Now, this is what we have been doing from a very long time. We basically meet once in every week. We share our trading ideas, the market analytics. There are a lot of things that we will be talking about for today. Even for today, the today's sessions, we will be talking about the good thing about the financial market and what could be the various trading opportunities which are lying ahead for us. So, welcome you to all of you. Welcome, my dear traders. If you have any question, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to answer all of your doubt. And I'm very thankful for this opportunity of having this conversation. Welcome to this stream. Guys, let me know in the comment section if you have any question that you may wish to ask me. The comment section is all yours. May it be your feedbacks matters a lot to us. So if your feedback, if you give us some feedback, and we will try to implement it in the future, so that your personalization things and your trading can be a lot smoother and effective for the longer run. Welcome to this stream. Now we have the very first client who joined the stream, Mr. MK Gaming. Hello, sir. Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. So good to see you. Remember, guys, our objective is to make money in the financial market, but there are certain steps that we need to follow absolutely to, gain a considerable profit for ourselves. And I, as a financial analyst, it's my responsibility to guide you through this entire process. Again, this initiative was taken to help and reach to every client possible. It's in a way that we are doing it. First of all, we were on one channel, and then we switched to Olymptrade Practice, and it's been completing 1 year anniversary for us. It's been close to 1 year that we have completed creating this channel, and with your support, we have closely grown to 10,000. So thank you very much for your support. Keep spreading this news. Keep joining, subscribe to Olymptrade Practice, and share it with your friends so that we as a community can grow all together and share our trading ideas and trading objective with each other. So thank you very much for joining, and I'm very happy to see all of you. Thank you very much. So, Mr. Arjunji said Arjunji is one of my old client. Hi Akasa, good to see you. See you this week. I'm very happy to see you too. So, Mr. Conqueror said hello. Good evening, sir. Good evening to the stream as well. So, Mr. Arjunji asked this question like today, 9:30 p.m. Today's Trump is going to send tariff letters to 12 countries, and he said there is no negotiation on the tariff more. Hence, can you please explain how this affect um, market currency pair like USD JPY? Excellent question. Excellent question. Yes, I will be sharing my insights about it. And I absolutely will be covering that part. It's a good question that you asked, Mr. Arjun. As a trader, always remember this. Our objective is to capitalize on the weak moments of the market where we have the highest chances to secure profit for ourselves. So my objective, I will try to guide you my market analysis for this week and what recently happened in the last week, what could be happening in the next few days and weeks. Also have lined up earning season altogether. So this month, remember this, the market will acting amazingly, and there are a lot of things that can help us to succeed. There are a lot of bunch of things. So fundamental analysis, technical analysis, specifically we talk about the fundamental analysis and the impact of the various economic events which are happening worldwide and how they basically have interfered in the currency performance, and did we were able to catch the candle at the right time. That's what matters a lot. So yeah, welcome to the stream. So, Mr. Conqueror World Gaming says, sir, how do analysis and there are multiple aspects of trading. So, we all know that there are two ways of analyzing the market. The first one is technical analysis. That means you do draw support and resistance level and different levels there, and then try to find out a good level. So, let me, for example, give an example. So, let's select the value of Bitcoin here. If we selected the graph for a day, and then if we try to find out the good entry points, we go to the drawing tools and we will try to draw a support or resistance line in here. Correct. So this is the technical analysis. We know that the Bitcoin is tried multiple times to break above this level, but it is unfortunately not possible yet for the Bitcoin to break above this level. But remember this will not be there every time. So Bitcoin is taking the strength, it is taking a lot of strength, and then again it will try to rebound to this level and try to break above this level. So yeah. Mr. Abhilash ji said, it's good to see you, Mr. Abhilash. Hi, Akasa, where were you these days? Long time. Tried reaching so many times, Mr. Abhilash. Welcome to the stream, and I'm very sorry that we gotten lost in touch. Abhilash ji, one of my old client. I did try to call you back, Abhilash ji, but I think you were busy in your schedule. Probably that might be one of the reasons that we never had this conversation. Hit me up an email, or you can reach out to the support and raise your questions via support team, and I will be there to assist you, Mr. Abhilash. That's what we do, and I'll try to help you out to the best possible extent. Mr. Outback, okay, so he's also one of my clients. Welcome to the stream, sir. Dormant whale wallet of BTC activated after a decade. That's an excellent. Okay, so that's one of the good feedbacks we have received in the comment section. That means we have active number of traders who pay a very close attention on the market analysis. So yeah, existing amazing analysis that you did, Mr. Akbar. So what recently has happened, so the dormant account, which was like dormant from a very long time, it basically come into the active sessions and moved close to 20,000 BTC. I'm not talking about dollars, 20,000, close to 20,000 BTC. It was transferred in some wallets, and still some of the accounts are still inactive. But then in that situation, Bitcoin was about to break above this level, but then the situation has arisen, and basically a lot of selling happened because of that reason. And we can see that there is a big corrections happening on the Bitcoin. But to tell you very honestly, Bitcoin has a very substantial increase potential. A lot of peoples are riding for the profitability specifically on the bitcoins, because if you'll see compared to all the cryptocurrency pairs, we may say Dogecoin or Ethereum, these assets aren't rising to that great strength compared to the bitcoin, because we know that the bitcoin is acting as an elder brother. Usually when the value of bitcoin rises or fallen down, it's been followed by its alternative cryptocurrencies, which means Dogecoin. We can know that the alternative coin index, we also can say that. So if you see all the peers like Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Tron. These are the alternative cryptocurrencies, which are the cheaper alternative of the Bitcoin. A lot of times, I also have found that Ethereum has a substantial positive part to play it in, but it is not increasing to that extent. Back in the time when the value of Ethereum amazingly started rising up close to 4,000, that was the time I started selling my existing Ethereum positions. That was one of the highest point that I was able to make a good amount of profit on. Then the value of Bitcoin corrections happened, and then it again started rising. But here, the fact that we need to note down is Bitcoin this time. Bitcoin, uh, it has been close to its all-time highest level. 110,000 level is acting as a good level of resistance as of now. Not so long, not for long, but still, it's there. But still, we will have a great chances to make profit. Okay, so what's the statement I'm trying to make in here? Bitcoin is the way that the Bitcoin is rising. Ethereum is not rising to that good strength. So that means if the Bitcoin is able to break above 1110 level, 110 level, that is 110,000 level, psychological level, if it is been able to break above this level, so Ethereum would be the first one to ride this profitability. So that means it will rise like anything, close to 3,000, or even able to break the 3,500 level in a very successful manner. It will be able to do that. So yeah, it was a good statement and a good observation, Mr. Akbar. Good. Mr. Deepak ji said, okay, welcome to the stream, sir. Mr. C Drive said, hello, good evening, sir. Mr. Ahmed ji said, bro, everyday losses. I'm very sorry for the unfortunate losses that we are going in. Mr. Ahmed, always try to find out the weak moments that you are in. Like, let's just suppose I'm trying to take a trade. I was also taking some trades in my fixed time trade mode. I did a very small number of trades for today. But somehow I was able to write the profitability, and then there was a little chaos in the market. I tried to follow the martingale approach, recovered all the amount, and then again switched to the smaller amount. So if you are a new to trader and you do not know how to trade, the very first thing as a trader you should know is candlestick formation. Candlestick formation. Right? Our team already has created an article in the education session where you can actually check. You just have to type out candlestick, find out the candlestick. What are the patterns? Usually, the market follows an engulfing pattern, bullish or bearish engulfing. If you do not know about it, you can get to know about that. You can Google it. You can find it in Olymptrade platform official page. Our product team is working amazingly well, and they have created an education session where you can read all those details together and make yourself profitable. Remember this, taking a trade on the shorter duration isn't something that I would going to recommend. Okay. So again, the objective of ours is to make profitability, but how you take the trade matters a lot. Let's begin our conversation. Mr. Vidyasagar ji said, "You are such an energetic person, sir. We all have to be energetic, right? Once you make money, you get energetic." That's what I can say. Thank you very much for appraising words. Mr. Shang ji said, "Koi ladki single hai, sir." Ye. Unfortunately, I cannot help you on that. So, Mr. Arif Rahman ji said, "Welcome to the stream." Mr. Sukhwinder ji said, "Hi, sir. Hello, hello, sir. Welcome to the stream." Also, Mr. Asif ji. So Asif ji is one of my clients from the different regions from Pakistan. Welcome to the stream. Akash sir is the best analyst as well as a very helpful and a compassionate person. He is one of the best people in my life. Thank you very much for your kind words, but it's not the same. So we as an analyst team, we are thriving on the fact to help you out. We as an analyst team, working from 2014, there are a lot of analysts who are working from a long time. Our objective has always been here to assist you. And that is what we should do. Thank you very much for your kind words. So, looks Puzzak, guy found his word phrases, keys to his address. Yeah, indeed. Because I was reading an article on the Bitcoin and they found out like after a very long time, this guy is holding close to $1.6 billion of BTC investment right now. And yeah, suddenly out of blue the market started moving afterwards. So yeah, good to see you, Mr. Asif ji. I did understood your questions. I recently received your emails. I will be happy to assist you. Give me some time. I'll give you an update after the live stream. Okay, so welcome to all of you. So let's talk about the financial market now, because this is the most critical part. Today's session will be dedicated on what recently has happened and what will be going to happen. So the first thing first, we'll start with Bitcoin analysis. Now, if you will see the value of Bitcoin, because of the moments in the market that recently a lot of Bitcoins were moved recently. That's the only reason the value of Bitcoin has been falling. But if you remember in the last session, I told you the Bitcoin has a good chances of rising. And if you'll see, the value of Bitcoin started rising afterwards. So I was able to make a good amount of profit. And fortunately, at a good level, I basically exit from my existing positions in the Bitcoin. Let me show you my trade. It should be somewhere here. Okay. So if you remember in the last stream when we were talking, I basically have initiated one trade, open my position, hold it for some period of time, and then the market started rising. So what are the good entry points for the Bitcoin too? Because if I want to open my trade on Bitcoin right now, shall I do it? Now, if you'll see, there are a lot of sellers in the market, and the market has been collapsing right now. So it is not wise to open up a trade when the market has been falling. It's been an old saying: you never try to catch the falling knife, right? It may can hurt you, and it can hurt our balance. So to to avoid from that, let the market fall. Now, what would be the good entry point for me to invest in Bitcoin once again, right? So let me select a graph for let's just suppose 4 hours, and here you will see Bitcoin has a good rising potential when it comes close to the level of 1,06,000 and 1,05,000. Correct. 1,05,000 and close to 1,06,000. Previously, it was able to break below this level because of a lot of the sellers were pushing the market downwards, but the buyers are not letting the market to rise. Buyers were not letting the market to fall again, so they started buying it here. So a good price level for the Bitcoin to buy would be, let me draw a line for you for a clear confirmation. Again, for the forex analysis, this is the forex analysis that we are doing. So here is one particular level. If you see, Bitcoin has a good potential of close to 1,06,000 level from the rising. So let the market fall below this level, and if it comes close to level of 1,05,000, 1,06,000, we can take the trade in the upward direction, selecting a value of multiplier from 10, 15, even 20. But remember this, to select a stop loss of 20%. 20% stop loss is what you can able to open up a trade on. Even you can select the stop loss of close to 20%. In the percentage column, we can select close to 20-25% and take profit. Here we will go ahead with like 50, double of what we basically have risk. So if we risk the 25% capital in here, so that means the take profit margin will be selecting close to 50%, or 25 twos are 50, or 25 threes are 75. That means 1 is to 2 ratio or 3 ratio. Usually 1 is to 3 ratio is hard to hit with this particular setup, but 1 is to 2 would be a sufficient entry point for you. Mr. Editor said, "Sir, Fibonacci के बारे में कुछ बताइए." I would love to tell you about Fibonacci, but today's session, so you can join the personal session, right? The Fibonacci level is again excellent level to buy an entry point on. Unfortunately, this session is dedicated on the market analysis, and that's what we gonna be doing. Code with Anand. Hello, Anandji. Welcome to the stream, sir. How are you doing? Mr. Imran ji said, "What is a good time to trade on currency pairs?" It's the now right now Olymptrade has an amazing assets availability over here, where you can see the bunch of OTC assets are available 24/7. Now you can take the trade anytime if you want to. But remember that later in the night, or close to 6 p.m. when the usually the US market opens. This is according to the Indian Standard Time. When around 6 p.m. the market usually opens, the market will become a little volatile. So avoid taking trades during the major economic events, may it be like gold, silver, or anything. Avoid taking trades on that time. That would I would definitely suggest you, Mr. Imran. Mr. Asif ji said, "Bundle of thanks." You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. Mr. Nosin Rahu ji said, "Hi, good evening, sir." Santosh ji, good evening. Good evening to you too, Santosh ji. Welcome to the stream again. So we were talking about Bitcoin. If the value of Bitcoin comes close to the level of 1,05,000, 1,06,000, taking a very small stop loss and using an average set of multiplier, and from this moment there is a higher chances for this market to keep on rising, and that's where you can capitalize your profit on. That's the first thing. Okay. So let's talk about this now. After Bitcoin, if the Bitcoin value falls down, so therefore Ethereum will also do corrections. Ethereum will do correction close to two. If you are able to catch the Ethereum close to 2000 level, that would be an excellent buying price for Ethereum in the upward direction. Guys, let me know in the comment section how many of you did invested in the last NFU, because last NFU was little tricky. Not we know for the fact that every time the non-farm payroll releases on once in every month on the first Friday, exactly at 6 o'clock, but this time it wasn't released exactly at that moment. You know when was the non-farm payroll is? Tell me in the comment section how many of you did invested in the non-farm payroll, because I'll show you my trade and it went amazingly well for me. I'll be waiting for your replies in the comment section. Tell me how did your non-farm payroll trade worked out? All right. Till the time you reply, let me show you my results on non-farm payroll. So for your kind information, dear traders, non-farm payroll was released not on Friday, because on Friday there was an Independence Day in US, United States, and therefore the data was released on Thursday rather than on the first Friday. So if you'll see this, non-farm payroll was released, and what you can observe here, it was expected to release 1,11,000 new jobs. And if you knew how to evaluate this data, there is just one time when the non-farm payroll was less than 1,11,000. Can you see this? This was on November 1, 2024, and soon after that, it never in a single time it was able to breach below the level of 1,11,000. So that's for sure. The non-farm payroll has to be on the positive streak. That was the first thing which was going through my mind. Right? So non-farm payroll should be positive. Correct. What about the unemployment rate? So it was estimated that the unemployment rate can increase from 4.2 to 4.3. Again, my estimation was good on this. Then the unemployment rate basically has decreased substantially by 0.2%. Imagine that this is an excellent data. So my analysis was amazing. So non-farm payroll was positive as far as I understood. If you'll see, all these data are signing into the positive statement. So if you look into this data, you see on 3rd of July, let's look into the chart at exactly 6 o'clock. On 3rd of July, the non-farm payroll is positive. That means the USD should be on the bullish side. And that is what we will be selecting the graph for. We selected the graph for 30 minutes. We zoom out and let's watch the candle. If you'll see, not a minute or not a second earlier, exactly the market started moving at 6 o'clock. And this is one of the biggest candle. If you could have been able to catch the candle at the right time, even in that circumstances, 100% profitability could have been easily achieved. Santosh ji said, sir, need one personal sessions with you. You can, if you are advanced or expert status client, you can reach out to the support team and head back to joining the session with the personal analyst, and we will be more than happy to help you, Mr. Santosh. Mr. C Drive, you said, hello, sir. Good evening, sir. Good evening. Mr. Soft Woji said from Nigeria, welcome, and a lot of love from Olymptrade, sir. Welcome to the stream. Mr. Software said, how legit is Olymptrade? Olymptrade is working from more than 10 years, guys. Remember this. We have been striving very hard, and we are able to gain your honest opinion and your with your feedbacks. Olymptrade is there from a very long time, and we are here to be there even for longer years. We are thriving on the part um, to give you the best financial freedom. A lot of traders of mine are able to make a generous amount of profit. Again, remember, knowledge is the key factor. Once you know about the market, you will be able to uh, gather the profit accordingly. Mr. C Drive said, sir, are you in profit? I think I am. I'm able to make a good amount of profit. If you see in the last week, my profitability was close to 1,23,000, $24,000. Now it is close to $1,30,000. So I'm able to gain a sustainable amount of profit within the shorter duration, which I am thinking of holding it out for a longer time. Okay, Mr. Alexander. Okay, so Mr. Alexander is one of the old clients. Welcome to the stream, sir. Okay, so getting back to the Mr. Arjunji questions. Arjunji is more dominant side on understanding. But forgive me, I completely forget about your questions. So Arjunji's question is regarding the conversation that the US. So there are two factors which are involving right now. I was about to show you my trade. Let me, I just completely forgot. Let me just show you the trade and then I'll show you what recently would be there. Okay, so here, let me go. Okay, so if you want to check my Forex trade, these are my Forex trade which I have taken. If you look in the timing on July 3rd, I took the trade exactly at 6:05 when the non-farm payroll data was released. I took the trade against the market analysis, made profit and left the market. Another trade which I have invested $1,000, made like around $41. Again, a small amount of profit, but I was in profitable state. That's not only it, the market was completely volatile right now. So one of the biggest profit was made by me was on fixed time trade. So let me show you my fixed time trade on during the non-farm payroll. Here we go. So this is the one of the biggest trade that I have taken. $960 is what I have invested in fixed time trading, knowing that when the value of gold will fall down because the USD prices were rising, so that means gold will fall down. If the value of gold fall down, so that means it has to rise because the gold becomes a lot cheaper at this price level. So I thought of like the gold will keep on rising, and I invested $960 for 4 hours, made $873, which works in my favor. This is another trade which I have taken $480. So this only in fixed time trading it contributed close to $1,300 of your profit. Uh, yeah, that is on the non-farm payroll. Okay, getting back to your question. So now, how the existing market is going to react? Now, Donald Trump recently have released one of the biggest bill, and he was able to pass this bill in their legislative assembly, and they passed this the big beautiful bill. We can say that now we know that for the fact that it will be benefiting the bigger part of the audience. I mean those people who are making a lot of money, so it will be saving a lot of bunch of money for them. But the worst part is like it will be taxing like around close to $2 trillion extra funds on the people's who are not earning that much, right? So the tax there is a possibility for the tax part would be like a little complicated one to talk about, but still on the tax margin, according to the Donald Trump, it will be benefiting a lot of people, but in reality, it might be favoring the bigger giants, or the market makers, or the people who have the bigger organizations in trillions of dollars. So it will be reducing their taxes. So ultimately, what will happen? So the value of USD, people will start pushing on USD. So back in the time, the value of USD was keep on declining, but because of this statement, the Donald Trump will be making, it will be making the dollar a little stronger, and that's the people are starting to buy a lot of money in the US dollar. So right now the USD JP has a good chances of rising once again, because the rule has been favored, and the bill has been recently passed. So that means the value of USD will be rising against all currency. That means if you'll see the value of dollar index, we say basic dollar index, it should be rising in my opinion. And here it's a clear indication. If you'll see the value of dollar index is been keep on the rising because of the Donald Trump decisions to implement that. Correct. But I would highly, I mean, this in these situations, the market will be seemingly volatile. Even if you see the Nasdaq indexes, I was anticipating a little correction from them, but the market is highly overvalued right now. So there is a possibility that the correction can happen in the stock. But the earning season is around the corner. From starting from the next week, the earning season will be starting to rise up, and it did work in a lot of people's favor. So yeah, Nasdaq, there is a possibility for slight corrections to happen. Again, if the market will be uncertain, the earning seasons are around the corner, so the Nasdaq has a good chances of rising, but with the short corrections can happen. And tomorrow, you will have good news. So tomorrow we will have Bank of Australia, Reserve Bank of Australia will be decreasing their interest rate. A lot of efforts have been put into the Jeremy Powell to decrease the interest rate. If you don't know what interest rate and how does it impact, I will have a separate session on this, and I'll tell you how interest rate basically behaves and vary the market. So the interest rate decisions will be taken, so the people will be able to borrow money at the cheaper price. And if that happens, there will be a huge corrections happening on the Australian dollar. So keep a very closer look on the Australian dollar, specifically for tomorrow. According to the Indian Standard Time, it would be 10. If you don't know how this calendar works, that would be completely fine. We will have a separate session on this. Okay, so forgive me, I somehow lost your comments. Mr. Raj ji said, bro, can you please tell me risk management in Olympic trades? It's absolutely fine, sir. Risk management is a principle that you have to follow. So remember that you want to make, suppose what's the target? So there are three questions that you need to ask. How much amount of profit that you want to make? How much amount of balance that you have in your trading account? And what's your goal? If you know these three things, limit the number of trades. Second, start with a smaller amount, use martingale approach. Use a strategy. Do not take trades randomly. That's the one thing for sure. In my opinion, never take the trade randomly, because our objective is to make money, not to toss a coin in the air and predict whether the market will be rising or falling. Analysis is the key part for the profitability. Mr. Raj, you can Google or chat GPT how to manage your risk capital, and it will be customizingly creating it for you. How much profit ratio you are following? I usually, sir, follow close to 0.5% to 3%, making 3% capital at a time, not risking a huge capital. But sometimes if I found NFP or CPI, these data that comes in, and I'm very confident that I'm going to make a profit. So in that situation, if you'll see, I made a close to $1,000, $960 fixed time trade. Again, that was a big of the risk, but based on my account, it is less than, if you'll say, 1% of my capital. Okay, thank you. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. Olymptrade, and yeah, remember these guys. Olymptrade provide fixed time trading, forex trading, and stocks. So you have multiple options to select from and capitalize on the moment. Now, in my opinion, let's talk about gold. I completely forget about gold. Gold has a good chances of rising. Gold became very close to the psychological level of 3,300, based on which, if you'll see, I basically entered the market in two times. Correct. The first one is $100. Then the market again capitalized. So here, this was the trade which was taken on the CP, on the NFP. It went to 44%, but then I forget to close it. Then the market again closed down. So I again invested some part of it with the 50 as a multiplier. And this trade is basically recovering the capital. And once it is able to recover this $-100 negative trade, I will close this and then make this my as a primary trade. So gold has a good chances of rising. Again, a psychological level of 3,300. All the psychological level works in the favor of gold. 3,300, 3,200. 3,350. Every time the asset value comes to the close to the round numbers, it has the highest chances of rising at this moment. So thank you very much, guys. I think I have a lot of things to share with you, but the time is very uncertain. Very small amount of time is available. I'm really happy to have this conversation with you. In the next session, I will be coming up with few more ideas. In the next week, I think we have consumer price index and few earning data. Let's see how we predict the market and capitalize on these events or not. Thank you very much for having me. I wish you all the best. Take care of yourself, take care of your health. Have a great day ahead. Good luck in trading. My name is Akash Malhotra and I'm signing out for today. Thank you.